Hey everybody, this is Jeff here again. Just a quick update on a couple of changes here you have to do on this model kit whenever you're putting it together. Of course, you can see I'm going through and sanding out and everything and getting it really smooth so that whenever you go through and start adding your last final coats of primer, really thin, or else it's just going to come out too bleh. Then after that, working on getting the nacelles done. So you can see I've got the inside of the port nacelle on and working on this starboard nacelle. Finally did get this inner warp grill taken care of and clayed up right about now. Of course it definitely have to get cleaned up and everything, but got that lining of epoxy all the way around it. What I'm working on right now are just these little window parts to go around the saucer kit. Now they have a couple of changes you have to make on those. First off, you can see those two bottom windows on the bottom. You have the 4 in the center. Well, one is in the correct place. That one right there is actually in the correct spot. This one right here actually needs to be moved over. It needs to be in between those two windows as well, and that will get it in the correct spot. So of your 4 windows in the center, you actually need to put the 2 right there in between those 2 windows right there so that they are actually in the right spot. And then I'm going in and making this going around, going ahead and getting it glued around. And the main way to make that correct and get them lined up so that the windows sit flush with the saucer is to go in and on these little tabs on the end, just trim them down just a little bit. Doesn't take very much, but hey, it's 30 seconds worth of work to make the thing look a whole lot better on it. So have 2 more left to do. Got that one right there gluing right now. I'm just using you can see it in big white letters, super glue, to get it all tacked, and then I'm gonna go around after I get everything super glued down with epoxy and just kind of brush it on there on the back side so that those puppies don't go anywhere. Then I will go behind and fill in that incorrect window porthole down there on the bottom, and then after that dries and I get it sanded, then I'll drill in the other one as well. Once I follow that up, and on the bottom of it, just getting a little bit of detail done at those 2 panels over there. Got that panel right there, getting that one right there. So it's a little bit of work going on and stuff. I don't think I'm gonna add all of them. Then I'm gonna leave it just a little bit off balance and stuff. I kind of like the thought of a ship that's not just totally balanced from left to right. So like I said, it's just a quick update here. I'm going around putting it up around the deflector housing as well. As far as this deflector goes, I have it right there. It's getting in just the right amount of light. Let me just slide that in there real quick so you can kind of see it, get a feel for it. It's getting in just the amount of light that I want to have coming out of the deflector dish so that it's not overpowering. I mean, this is a small scale model. It's only 22 inches long. The windows are still looking good. The deflector really looks good. Of course, it's amazingly washed out on screen. It's definitely a straight up cobalt blue, but it has the right amount of lighting. It looks like there's a hot spot behind it. It kind of is, but at the same time too, I kind of can't live with that. So, but yeah, going through getting all the panel lines, have to go through and clean them up. Those arboretums still looking nice and slightly blue tinted, and the windows still coming on strong. So it's all coming together slowly and surely. And go through and clean everything up and start getting primer on this thing. That deflector dish, since there are no light leaks around it, I'm going to wait until the very end to put that in there, and it's only going to need to be glued on in there. And then the Fulton torpedoes as well, and be sure and get that included on there as well. So working to finish up so I can get the inside of the starboard nacelle on. Got the port nacelle included on there. Have the top of the saucer all puttied up so that I can go through and sand it all down, so that we try to get as many of those little bitty itty bitty panel scribes erased off of there and just leave the main ones. So again, this is Jeff. Stay to building the models. Those of you building them, keep on building them. I definitely will be going on with this, and everybody out there, happy modeling and keep building.